Hey everyone. So, as I begin to close phase one, I really wanted to make a quick blog post on meditating and just becoming an observer of really what's going on in the mind, and learning to really learn to calm it, the chatter, and how loud it is. And so, that's what meditation really does for you. And so, learning to really concentrate on the breath, that's really, really important. Once you lose concentration like that, meditation is gone. So you're not actually meditating. So that's why a lot of people struggle. You got to concentrate on the breath. And as soon as you get involved in the story and you get sucked in, you're not meditating anymore. So it's really important to learn how to observe. And I've always really learned to, when I can, bring into my awareness when I do, to put it on a screen, like a movie screen, and you're in the theater and you're watching it. Just learn to observe it. And when you get really good, and if you can actually learn not to get too sucked in, you can actually be the observer of the observer. So you can actually get really into it, and people get really good at it. Learning that takes a lot of time, and even with me, I've done it once and I've never been I haven't been able to do it again because I get sucked in. So even me, I get sucked in with it. It's not as easy as one would think. So all these gurus that think it's easy and a 5-second thing, I tend to find that's a lot of bullshit. So learning that meditation isn't about becoming the next messiah or anything like that. You're not going to turn into this gold being, but you are learning to silence and learning to lessen the chatter and observe it, and calm it a little bit. Really, really important to observe. Concentrate on the breath. Sometimes if I'm really, really struggling, I'll learn to take a few deep breaths in and out, in and out, in and out. And you'll find that if you do that really meaningful and you have some really big intakes of breath, your eyes will start to water. And that's a good sign. I tend to find that if you're meditating and you do that, it's getting you out of the mind, right? Because if your eyes water, it means it's had enough. Okay, so learning that is really, really important. I'm glad I've actually made this blog post because that's one thing of how I've actually been able to do it. So if I'm finding that I can't get out of the story, I breathe in maybe 4 or 5 times really deeply and really meaningful, like as if I'm never going to breathe again. And my eyes start to water and I know that I'm getting out. So it wakes me up a little bit. So that's really important. Observe what you're actually, just observe it. You don't judge yourself, just observe it too. That's really important. So that's probably a very, very good tip for you in identity change, is learning how to do that.